This gym offers 170 different workout classes, and I love workout classes. So over the next 3 weeks, I'm going to be attending as many classes as I possibly can. I'm talking 2 or 3 a day. I'll rate each class on a star bar that tracks how much joy, energy, and endorphins I feel during the class. And then at the end of the week, I'll tier rank them. So grab your tennis shoes and let's go find the best group fitness class this gym has to offer. Day 1, week 1, and we're starting with a HIIT cardio core class. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training, which is a form of exercise that involves alternating short bursts of intense effort with periods of rest. HIIT has never really been my thing, but I went in with an open mind hoping to be surprised, and honestly the class wasn't bad, but it's definitely not my favorite. Right after the HIIT class, I headed to a power yoga class and it felt so good.
Reminding yourself you have the right to exist, to occupy the place in the world that you occupy.
And it's always a win when you get to do some meditation at the end. I don't know if you can tell by the look on my face, but this class was lit. I grew up doing aerobics classes with my mom, and so anything in the cardio aerobics category I usually enjoy. Everybody in attendance is there to have a good time. The instructor was so fun and she made the class incredible. I think you know what's coming. We've got our first 5-star class on our hands. As soon as High Fitness was over, I had my second workout class of the day, which was Surge Strength, which is a high rep weightlifting workout set to fun, popular music, which is a big difference from the weightlifting class we did earlier this week. And this one was way more enjoyable because the vibes were good. But it just doesn't give me the same feeling as a High Fitness class does, even though it was enjoyable. But that's where the 6-class rule comes in. It might not be that I dislike the class, but it's just that I need to learn the format before I can fully appreciate it. Anytime you try a new group fitness class, there is going to be a learning curve. Sometimes you just have to be willing to give yourself some time to learn the format and learn the flow of the class, and then you'll end up loving it, and that's just part of the process. You better not be tired because we're only 2 days into this challenge. I'm so sore from the last couple of days of workouts, and so today we're going to be doing 2 lower impact workouts, a Pilates and a bar class. Pilates classes have been all the rave right now, and honestly I haven't been to many, so I was really excited to try this one out. Pilates is a low impact whole body workout focused on core strength, flexibility, posture, and balance through precise controlled movements and breathing. Right after that, I went to an upbeat bar class, which is a combination of strength training, Pilates, cardio, and yoga into a high energy fusion of fun. At least their website says. It was pretty fun, and the music was great. It was popular music. I had a good time. I'll definitely try this class again. There's an Aqua Zumba class going on over there, and I am getting FOMO. Said literally no one in their entire life except for me. That was a lot. I was gonna say I'm in pain, but I better suck it up because I've got a lot more workout classes to go. The next day was a Saturday, and unfortunately my gym was closed because it was 4th of July! But thankfully there was a free High Fitness party at a local high school, so my friend Maddie and I went, and it was a blast. There's nothing I love more than moving with a bunch of people. It's actually such a special feeling. After the event, I asked a couple of instructors what they hope people gain from coming to their classes.
Just feeling empowered and feeling like they can tackle the day.
I want people to feel happy and to love themselves no matter what stage or phase they're in of fitness.
There's so many different styles that people can do. And it's just important to stay healthy and fit for life. And when your body feels good, you feel empowered.
What would you say to someone who's intimidated by group fitness?
Don't be.
Just come and make a fool of yourself. You know, it took me like months to enjoy group fitness.
Yeah, I feel like there's like a 6-class rule almost.
Yes.
That first time, be bold, find somebody and say, hi, my name is so-and-so, I'm new, can you help me, can I be by you? Because if you make that first move, I guarantee you, they will pull you in and they will love you.
When I first tried High Fitness, I was like, that is really hard. I'm tripping over my feet. And they said, just keep coming and then decide later. And I said, okay. And I'm so glad I did.
We're all there for the same reason.
We're gonna move our bodies and have fun.
You create this bond with these people, so then when you see them, it's like, oh, I'm going to my exercise class because I get to see my friends.
Yeah.
It's just helped me be a better, healthier person.
Thank you guys so much.
You're so cute.
I attended 7 classes during week 1, and here's how they rank on the tier list. I wanted more from HIIT Cardio Core. Power Yoga felt great, and I'll probably go again. High Fitness, front row every week, you already know. Surge Strength was a good workout and a good time. Pilates felt great, and I'll probably go again. Upbeat Bar also felt great, I'll probably go again. High Fitness Party, if it was every week, I would go every week. It was so fun. Week 2 started out with a class called HIIT Strength. As the name suggests, there was a combo of some HIIT movements and some weightlifting, and I'm gonna be so for real right now. These kinds of classes are not my favorite. Don't get me wrong, they can be fun and a good workout, and they might be your favorite. But for me, they just don't give me that feeling like some of the other classes do. This is way too reminiscent of how I look when I'm fighting for my life on the toilet. The next class I tried was La Blast Fitness, which is inspired by ballroom dancing. I had high hopes for this class, but the music ended up being pretty dated and just didn't give me that feeling that I was looking for. Personally, I don't see myself coming back to this class, but it was fun to try. Back for round 3, because I guess I don't know what's good for me. Tonight was the night that I finally got to try Rhythmic Cycle, which is one of those upbeat dance style of cycle classes, and I've always wanted to try one. It did not disappoint. I had the best time. I definitely needed help setting up my bike, and there was a learning curve there with cycling to the beat and different things like that, but holy crap, I just found a new favorite class. That was so much fun. The instructor was inspiring, the music was incredible. It was just an overall awesome experience, and I will definitely be back next week. Bar, not to get confused with upbeat bar because apparently they're different. Bar workouts are a type of exercise class that combines elements of ballet, Pilates, and yoga, and they're typically performed at a ballet bar, but can also be done without one. The instructor was awesome, the music was good, the vibes were good, the people in the class were fun. All of us were dying together, just shaking and quaking in our boots. It's crazy how humbled I am by these small movements that don't seem to be very difficult when you're just looking at them, but they hurt so bad. Anyways, it was a lot of fun. Then I took another high fitness class, which was fun, but just wasn't as fun as Lonnie's class. This brings up a good point. It might not be the actual class that you dislike, but you just need to find an instructor that matches what you're looking for and the vibe that you want. Even in the course of this challenge, high fitness became a staple in my routine. I was going every single week, no matter the other classes I was taking during the day, just because I had so much fun. Class number 2, which is at a new location. I've never been here before, but it is still under my gym membership. I guess they don't have enough room to hold all the classes that they have. So I'm at like an ice skating rink, and I think in the top portion there's like a gym section. I don't know. I'm not sure. I've never been here before. Let's go check it out. After some confusion on where I was supposed to be and plenty of minutes walking around aimlessly, I finally found the group that was there for the injury rehab and prevention class. And honestly, I had literally no idea what to expect from this, but a personal trainer took us through some neck strengthening exercises, and apparently they switched the focus each week, and it was a good time with some useful information. The next day I went to another highly anticipated class, cardio kickboxing, and I have a confession. Hi, I'm Riley, and I'm teaching a lower body warm-up for Body Combat 94. I'm actually a body combat instructor, which is a mixed martial arts inspired group fitness class, so I was curious to see how this class would compare to one of my favorites. I can hardly contain my excitement. Honestly, the vibes were so fun in this class. The instructor had good energy and the Zumba music was fun. Everyone was super nice, and being outside in the sunshine was great. The workout itself was low impact, so my heart rate didn't get super high, but something I'm learning during this challenge is that no matter what physical limitations you have, there's going to be a form of movement that works for you. If I ever got injured and couldn't do high impact workouts that I love, you would 100% find me here every week. My next class was right after Aqua Zumba, so I hurried and dried off so I could make it to Exio Latin by Jackie. In this class, they give these shaker weights, and it gets kind of funky, but honestly, it was a great workout and I had a lot of fun. I feel like you can really tell when instructors love the workout that they're teaching, and this instructor really loved it, and I could feel that. And because the instructor was super into it, I was super into it, and I had a great time. The next day I went to a strength training class, but this time we traded our barbell for a sick yoga ball, which we did some interesting movements on that I've never done before. Not sure why we do this over a conventional exercise, but I decided to trust the process and have a good time, and honestly, it was a solid workout. I'd come back for sure, so we're ranking it fairly high. Another highly anticipated class was this UJAM hip hop dance class. UJAM is a workout that incorporates urban dance moves like hip hop, Bollywood, and urban styles into a full body cardio workout. Unlike some of the other workout classes we've done so far, this was very much a dance class. Unlike aerobics classes, dance classes focus much more on the technique of each movement. Because of that, it usually takes me longer to get a good workout out of dance class, but I do like the challenge. Typically, I find myself gravitating towards the easier aerobics classes just because I'm better at those movements, but dance classes are so fun too.
I like you to get like steady. We're like, no, excuse me, get out.
The The instructor is super fun, and this class was so good that I ended up bringing my friend the next week because she's an amazing dancer, and I was like, Maddie, you have to come. You're gonna love it. It's gonna be so fun. So that's a good indicator that a class is good if you want to bring your friends. By the time Saturday came around, my body was really tired, but my friend invited me to go on a 6-mile run. After refueling at home with some breakfast, I went to the gym for my last 2 classes of the week. The first one was a cardio fuse class, which is a combo of aerobics, kickboxing, and band resistance training. By now, I think you're probably seeing a trend. I love getting my heart rate up. The music was amazing, the vibes were high, the instructor was really good energy and super fun. The bands aren't my favorite, but the cardio piece of this just knocks it out of the park for me. I went straight from that class to a yoga power flow. We held poses and I got to practice handstands, which was fun. And honestly, I don't think you can go wrong with the yoga class. They're all amazing. I took 13 classes during week 2 and here's how they rank. Hit strength, I wanted more. LeBlast, I will never be doing again. Rhythmic cycle, front row every week. Bar, felt great. High fitness with a different instructor was a good workout, good time. Injury rehab and prevention was good workout, good time. Cardio kickboxing was a good workout, good time. Aqua Zumba, good workout, good time. XCO Latin, good workout, good time. Strength training, also a good workout and a good time. UJM hip hop dance class, front row every week. Cardio fuse, front row every week. And last but not least, yoga power flow felt great, and I'll probably go again. We made it to the last week of this challenge. I thought it would never happen. I started with a bar sculpt class where we used bands, mini balls, and lots of pulsing. Lots of the instructors like using the same songs. There were a couple I was kind of tired of, but this instructor was great. We worked out, she told us about her vacation, and it was a party. Next was the only group fitness class of this entire video that was taught by a guy. It's really interesting to see how the group fitness class demographic is primarily female, and it's probably because of the community aspect that draws a lot of women to these classes, whereas guys often enjoy the solo workouts more. And I totally get wanting to work out solo, but for any beginner that wants to get into exercising, you can learn a lot by attending workout classes and finding an encouraging community there. The discipline has officially kicked in, guys. I just want to go to my once-a-day class and call it a day, but I can't because I have to do this challenge and I need to finish it. And I want to try all these classes. It's just a lot for me. I did my typical early morning high fitness class, and now I'm on my way to do a core class. Like I said, this was supposed to be a core class, but it was basically just a short weightlifting class, which I'm not mad about. And it was fun, but nothing too crazy. I went straight from that to restorative yoga, which is basically just the best parts of yoga, aka the ones where you just lay there and stretch. The next morning I attended a cycle class, not to be confused with the rhythmic cycle class because they are very different. Cycle is more focused on riding like you're riding a bike on the road, whereas rhythmic cycle is more dance-based, where you're out of your seat for most of the class. So this one was fun, just not as fun as the last cycle class. In this Pilates fusion class, we used discs and ankle weights. This was the same instructor who's taught some of the other Pilates bar classes, so I already was familiar with her teaching style. I liked it. I enjoyed the class. It was fun. The tagline of this class is train like an athlete, so I'm expecting that we're going to be doing some heavier weightlifting movements, some explosive movements. I don't really know, but I'm excited because I feel like it's going to be a little bit different from the other classes I've taken. This is at a different location, same as the injury prevention class I went to. They've got turf in there and lots of barbells and things like that. So I'm excited to see what this class is like. Fieldhouse Fitness was a completely different vibe than every other class. The workouts are overseen by personal trainers, and then everybody breaks up into groups and then rotates through all of the stations. If you're someone who prefers heavier weightlifting and the typical gym vibe, then you're going to love this class. I absolutely love attending classes like this when I don't want to put any brain power into my workout. I can just show up and be told what to do, and it's the best. It definitely doesn't speak to my soul the same way as some of the other classes do, but I really, really liked it, and it's a different kind of workout that I think is necessary, and I will definitely be coming to this one again. Deep water swim was interesting. The music choices were absolutely insane, like Yankee Doodle insane. I'm like, why are we playing this in a workout class. That does not make sense. So the music totally threw off the whole vibe of the class, and I'd be willing to give it another go with a different instructor. But honestly, there are other ways that I prefer moving my body, so I'll probably just stick to those. Now for week 3's rankings. Bar sculpt was fun, and I'll probably go again. The strength training class was pretty low energy, so I'm gonna put that in I wanted more from this. Core class I'm gonna put in the same. Despite its high star ranking, restorative yoga is gonna go in it felt good, I'll probably go again. The cycle class was a good workout, good time. Pilates fusion was a good workout, good time. Fieldhouse fitness was awesome, and I could see myself going at least once a week. Deep water is going in, I wanted more from this. Holy crap. I'm tired, but that was so fun. This challenge wasn't easy, but pushing through allowed me to achieve my goal of trying lots of new classes and finding my favorites. I think I found my personal taste in workout classes, got reminded of the 6-class rule, and learned just how much an instructor, music choice, and the class vibe can completely change the experience. I'm grateful for every instructor who taught these classes, but I especially want to thank my favorite instructor of all, my mom, who for my entire life has set an example of prioritizing movement and bringing others joy through group fitness. She will always be my role model. I love you, Mom, and I hope I can inspire others the same way you've always inspired me.